Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you on our webinar today. It will be touching immunity and green foods. So I am very much looking forward to share information with you. I have updated Misha for you that you can share the screen now. I
Yes,
hope you
thank you.
will be able to. And
I wanted to ask you for that.
perfect. So we can start straight away. So let's see. If you may share.
Do you see I'm sharing?
No, not yet, not really.
Okay. And
Okay, now I can see something's happening. Perfect.
Perfect. Good. Good. So, do you have something to the sale? Some informations
Well,
about.
the sale is still the same. We have the aromatherapy on sale this month and also the therapeutical teas. So
Good.
that's the combination for the months of November and December.
Good. Okay, so let's jump to the immunity topic.
Thank
So,
you.
welcome everybody. And today's topic is immunity, which is, I believe, very interesting. And I just wanted to have a little bit of overview for the immunity. So, according to the Western medical system, we have self-defense system, which is divided into two immunities. So one is adaptive, which is called also specific, and another one is innate, which is non-specific immunity. So this non-specific immunity, we got it as a inheritance from our parents, and it's actually the immunity we have as soon as we are born, and we use it when we need it. The specific immunity, which is the immunity we are getting through the life, we is working like it's the immunity which is learning whole life, and it's fighting against the antigens. They are unknown, so the immunity needs to be trained and supported. So training is I mean like not to live in the environment which is too much clean. So especially for the small children, it works if they are not too much disinfect and clean, because their immunity needs to learn how to deal with bacteria, with the viruses, and so on. So that's what I'm calling training immunity. And support. Support is mean like to be in a good condition, to exercise, to eat healthy food, to live healthy life. So that's the support we need for our immunity. And also the immunity is very much connected with the emotions. So because the central nervous system manages the immunity through the hormones. So when you are too sad or angry, your immunity is weakened. So that's why we should be in a good setting. We should try not to get down very easily, not to be gloomy, because all these things are weakening our immunity. So that's why the emotions are also very important uh, in a case of immunity or diseases. Allergies are pretty much connected with the immunity because with the allergies, there is like the immunity is overreacting in case in touch with some, I don't know, for example, food or dust. So whenever we speak about the allergies, these are the overreactions of our immunity. Then we have another topic, which is autoimmune disease. These cases are when our immune system is actually fighting against our cells, our body. So this is craziness of immunity, and this is the worst scenario of our immunity, I believe. And according to the Chinese medicine, the Chinese medicine believes that there are three organs who are responsible for our immunity. So the spleen, uh, according to the Chinese medicine, spleen and pancreas are together. So, but they are mostly speaking about the spleen. So the spleen creates the fuel. I mean that when you eat the food, the spleen is able to produce the qi and blood out from this food. Then kidneys, because kidneys are storing the energy, and there's also essence which is innate from our parents. So kidneys are very important, and as all we know, that kidneys are at the beginning and at the end of our life. And then the last one are lungs. And lungs are pretty much connected with the skin. As we already know from the metal element, that there is the pathway which is connected with the lungs and large intestine and also skin. So skin has this special Wei-Qi, and this Wei-Qi is a special Qi, which is something like our guard. So this Wei-Qi is 1 or 2 centimeters above the skin, and Chinese medicine believes that this is the border for all pathogens which are trying to attack our immunity system. So the Chinese medicine doesn't speak about the immunity uh, like itself, but they know that there are some mechanisms which are guarding our energy and our body against the pathogens. So we can call it immunity. So, and we have the special product, which is, I believe, not so much well known. And I would love to introduce you this one because I believe it's very important product, and we should know about this product because it's out of all ranges we have. It stands by itself. However, uh, it is why, because it's very, very important one and very powerful as well. And it's called Immunosan. Immunosan was created long, long time ago. I think it's here almost like for these 30 years when energy began. And Immunosan was created for those who are having long-term immunity problems or immunity, some special diseases connected to the immunity. So Immunosan is one, and I think the only one product which supports the specific and also non-specific immunity. So we call him immunity trainer. This is very specific because usually each product can specialize mostly for this specific immunity, but doesn't work with the second one. So Immunosan you can use because anytime, because he is able to work with both of them. That's why it's so special. And it works very well with all disorders of immunity. So it doesn't matter when it comes to the allergies, when it comes to the respiratory and digestive system problems like inflammations, repetitive inflammations. It works also with the diseases when we don't know actually, and we don't have exact results that they show us this is this kind of problem. You know, these people, they are feeling not well. They are going for checkups to so many kinds of doctors, but nobody can find something real. There are mostly like levels of sugar or something in the blood which are like on the border, but that's all. There is no specific or visible inflammation. There is no visible problem, but just this person feels unwell. And this is usually the Immunosan place, because Immunosan is able to support the immunity. It's also supporting whole body, so it can eliminate the exhaustion and also brings the power to the organism. That's why we can take it in these cases. Also, for the next time, there is much better resistance to another diseases or to the infections. So that's why I feel that Immunosan is very powerful product. And in cases when we have some kind of problem with the immunity, we can take it. It also works very well when we need to recover from long illness or after some surgery, because it works with the immune system, and it's supporting it very gently but very powerfully. It also works with the chronic diseases, especially those ones who are connected with the immunity directly, and recurrent infections, as I already said. Yes, it has also anti-inflammatory effects, and it works really with the whole organism, which is really, really nice. It also can be used with the respiratory and gastrointestinal tract diseases. So when you have the chronic ones, then you can also take Immunosan. What's special, I will speak about it later, but there is also a mixture of the herbs and of the Chinese medicinal fungi. So that's why it's so special, and it has so wide range of the effects. So according to the Chinese medicine, Immunosan works with the paired organs. So the lungs, large intestine, kidneys, bladder, liver, gallbladder, pericardium, and three radiators, spleen and pancreas, and also large intestine and lungs. So that's why it's so special, because it can really cover almost all the system. It because it works with the large intestine and lungs, it also works with the skin diseases. So much good for the eczema. It works also with the acne very well, because all of these problems are connected to the immunity of each organs. So that's why Immunosan sometimes can target the disease, even if we don't know why, because it has really wide power. Yes, it works also with the inflammatory diseases of the spleen. So whenever you have the digestion problems, or these people, they are too much thinking, so their spleen is really weakened, and we can support them with the Immunosan. Sometimes it works very well also with a combination of Stemeral, because both of them, like Immunosan and Stemeral, are working with the spleen directly. It supports also pancreas and liver, and as I said, also kidneys. So you can see like the most important pathways of the Chinese medicine we can cover with Immunosan. Yes, and when we can use the Immunosan, so you can use it anytime in any cases of inflammation and other intestinal diseases. So whenever you have chronic flatulence, or when you repeatedly are using the antibiotics, so the microflora needs to be supported, as well as the immunity system. Uh, and also the large intestine is supported then. So in these cases, especially for the Crohn disease, you can use also the Immunosan. Also for those who are having long-term problems with gluten uh, gluten allergy. So these people, actually anyone who is having the allergy, you can support the body with the Immunosan. Of course, with the allergies, we should work as actually there is always some cells which we need to target when we are getting to the allergy, because allergy is actually the special disease which is connected with the immunity, but also with our emotions and our life. So it shouldn't be treated only on the body, but also in our head, in our really, like, we need to cure our emotions and feelings, because allergies are pretty connected with this. But Immunosun can be big support and big help. It also uh, works very well during the cure of the anti-tumor therapies, such as the chemical substances and radiation. So it's different if you have the cytosan, because cytosan you can't use during the chemical substances cure. However, Immunosun can be there, and it's giving the energy to the patients. It also gives supports the body and supports the digestion system. So these people are able to digest. They are able to get the energy from the food, which is very important during this process. So that's why I would believe that we can really give them Immunosun without any problem. Also, when there is like long-term use of the drugs for those ones who are suffering with some special diseases, and they really need these drugs, these chemicals for long term in their life, then the Immunosun is also supporting the body, and especially the liver and kidneys. So it's actually like protecting the liver and kidneys because of the drugs. So that's why it's so good in these cases as well. And it has a special function with the hepatitis and mononucleosis. And as we know, in many cases, the hepatitis and especially mononucleosis are causing big trouble, uh, especially when the young ones are having mononucleosis. Then nothing happens many years, and usually when they are under the pressure on the university, even the high school, then this stress and the long-term problem which was caused by the mononucleosis can create some special autoimmune diseases or the chronic fatigue. So whenever you have hepatitis or mononucleosis, you can use Immunosun to prevent the future problems. In these cases, I would also maybe begin with the cytosan and Regalen, and then after the healing, after the cure, I would add the Immunosun. Or you can have Regalen with the cytosan in the morning and evening, and for the day you can have Immunosun in these cases. As I already said, in cases of allergies, allergic skin, or asthma, or like these any skin problems, you can use Immunosun because it's supporting whole body as well as the skin. It also works with the rashes, psoriasis, eczema, as I already said. I also said that after some surgery, in cases you need regeneration after long-term disease, or you need to heal something, then Immunosun is really supporting and helping to faster healing of the body. It also works, and that's why, because it has the fungi, it works with the cholesterol and other fats in our body. So that's why it protects also the cardiovascular system. And then in case of diseases like atherosclerosis or myocardial infarction, then you can have it as a prevention, or you can support the body after. It works with the high blood pressure, and for the healthy people, young people, but like usually in case of managers, it works when they lose their fitness, or they are really in lack of energy. So in these cases, Immunosun can support them. And also when you have physical or mental exhaustion, it really happens so much in this culture, in the population, that we are really exhausted mentally after the work, then at home, everything is pushing us. We are under the huge pressure. So Immunosun can be support in these cases, especially autumn and winter, around the Christmas. It's very demanding period, and that's why I believe that we can have Immunosun as one of the products which can support us. It also works with the fertility disorders and weakened libido, because it supports the kidneys. That's why it works also in these cases. So, what contains Immunosun? There is Astragalus membranaceus, which we already know this herb from chidring. So here we have him because of his support of immunity. Sorry. It also works very well with blood vessels and cardiovascular system. It accelerates healing, and it brings the energy and removes fatigue. That's why we have it combined with the job tiers in Chidring. Then we have reishi as the representative of the fungi. And as we already know, reishi is the queen of the fungi. So reishi restores the liver cells. It has anti-inflammation effect. It is very powerful detoxicant. It works with the immunity, and it's really extraordinary support for the immunity. It works also against the allergies and protects the heart and blood vessels again, and has anti-aging effect. Reishi is really one of the best uh, best fungi ever. That's why it's here in Immunosun. And then we have this Atractylodes macrocephala, which is actually very well known in Chinese medicine as a baisu. And this herb strengthens the activity of the spleen and stomach. So it's supporting the spleen, and thanks to this herb, we can gain the energy from the food, and we are more powerful. We don't have the pain in our muscles because this herb is used usually in all the problems with the spleen and pancreas. It brings the energy to the body and also works with the water management of the body. So it removes the water which is not needed, and also works with the overhumidity of the body, and also prevents these excessive sweatings. So these sweatings can be during the night, usually, especially for the men, and also works during the menopauses. So in both of these cases, we are using this herb. Then we have this Eleutherococcus senticosus, which is called a Siberian ginseng. And it's, as we know, this Korean ginseng is the only one, not the only one, but one of very few herbs on the earth which can bring the essence to the kidneys. So this Siberian ginseng is a little bit weaker than Korean ginseng, however, has another side effects. So it tonizes the organism and increases its condition. So as well as the Korean ginseng, it's a strong adaptogen and stimulates the activity of the sex glands and protects the heart and blood vessels again, and removes fatigue. So it brings the energy to the kidneys, not the essence, but it can add the energy, and it's adding the yang to the kidneys, and also improves mental condition. So we are stronger. We can better adapt to the new conditions. Uh, we can also better concentrate. So that's really good for the Eleuterococcus. He's doing is such a great. That's why it's also in Immunosan. Then we have Ligustrum vulgare, which has anti-inflammatory and disinfectant effects. So we need something which will work also with the bacteria. So this herb is here for this. It also reduces the free radicals, strengthens the activity of the stomach again. So when the stomach works very well, then the spleen is also working much better. So we need to cover everything together. That's why Immunosan is so special and so unique, because each of the substance inside has special effects and they work together. Then we have Trifolium pratense, which removes toxic substances from the body and very naturally is taking them out. So it's taking them out through the normal ways. Not sometimes something is taking out the toxic substances from the organ, but they can usually stay in the body. But this Trifolium pratense is something like almost like Cytosan, but Cytosan is much stronger. Trifolium is has like co-working effect with other substances in Immunosan. So Immunosan is not about to taking all the toxins out like Cytosan, but it needs to heal the body, detoxicate the body, but very gently, and also powerfully. So this trifolium also protects the heart and blood vessels and works with the hormonal level, especially the female hormones level. So that's why the immunosun can work with the fertility as well for the men and women. And we have here the Agaricus blazei. We already know him. We know this mushroom. And as we know, Agaricus strengthens the immunity, prevents the civilization diseases, reduces the symptoms of allergies, and protects the liver, heart, and blood vessels. We have also green tea, which I think I don't need to introduce you, but green tea is here also for the energy, for the tonization of the organism, and has so good substances. They are supporting the another substances in immunosun. And last but not least, Codonopsis pilosula, which is the special herb and works with the immunity and vitality. So it's another substance which is making together the whole picture of the immunosum. And this herb works very well when we need to increase the resistance of the stress. That's why I said we can use the immunosun for the managers and for those who are mentally working, because it's also created to support the body and also our mind. So that's why we can use it in both ways. This has the ability to remove the fatigue and also acts against the insomnia and improves the appetite. So as you can see, all the substances are so special and working together and making really strong product. And why we don't move? Yes. So we can combine immunosun very easily with the pentagram concentrate. I wouldn't combine it with the pentagram mycosynergy, because we have so many fungi inside immunosun. So I wouldn't. I can't say that this is good to mix another mushrooms, but you can easily combine it with King Kong, Stimaral, Flavocel, Cytosan, Draximun, and other products. So don't worry and try it. Try Immunosun, because I believe it's really strong and very nice product. And because we are in immunity, I know that you are already aware of other products we can use as a support of the immunity. Actually, there are much more, but for the winter season and for this season, I would believe that the Flavocel is like a daily routine in the morning. You don't need to swallow it very fast, but you can chew it. So it already works in the mouth, and with its high level of the C vitamin, it's protecting the immunity system very well. Grapefruit, all we know, fighting with the bacteria, with the bladder problems, supports the antibacterial effect. Draximun We also know the natural antibiotics. Then Veronal. Veronal is also another immunity trainer. We can have it as a prevention as well as when we have already problem. So with Veronal, we can teach our immunity for the next time, and Veronal can help to the smooth way through the disease. Cystus complex, we already know. Immunosan, of course, and I would also say the best are the probiosan. It doesn't matter if you like probiosan innovum or probiosan. Both of them are so special and so nice. And because I promised you to have some green foods from Energy, and we have this, in this season Taiwan chlorella, which is representative, I think, for the January in our calendar. And what I want to say to the green foods of Energy, that we are always looking for the cleanest locations on earth, and we are also very precise to pick the best farmers to get the excellent raw materials. So we are so picky, so sometimes we don't have them, because we usually have one or maximum two producers, and then when we are out of this substance, of this material, then we need to wait to the next harvest time. So that's why sometimes we don't have something. But according to me, it's a kind of exclusivity, and also kind of proof that we have something which is really like the best we know and we can get. So I can say that when you have some problem, some people, they are allergic to everything, because they're usually allergic for some special chemical substance which is helping to settle the material, or for for another support which they need to keep it. So sometimes these people are allergic to these substances, not to the material. So if you give them the pure chlorella, then the allergy is gone. It's the same with the apples or another things. If you give them as pure as possible, because nowadays the earth is not pure and we know it. So, but we can try as much as we can, so we can get some clean materials, and they don't usually cause the problems for such people. So Taiwan chlorella is has a special ability, which has the chlorophyll inside, which is rich in iron. So whenever we need and we are lack in iron, and especially nowadays, when we are working by the computer a whole day, according to Chinese medicine, our consumption of the blood is very high. So we are in lack of iron, and chlorophyll and chlorella are very well like supporting our blood, and we are getting the iron. So it's the antiphatic effect of the chlorella. Yes, and I wanted to say another thing. We have the special method, which is the technology which we patented. So we can disintegrate the cell wall of the chlorophyll, and we can, as a result, we can get the digestibility, which is more than 80%. So in comparison with another chlorellas, we are on this percentage, which is really unique. So in this case, I would really say that the Taiwan chlorella is one of the best from energy. Yes, it also contains the essential amino acids, and there is the growth factor, which is chlorella growth factor. So if you can see somewhere CGF, this is the chlorella growth factor. So it has the ability for fast repair of the nerve tissues. So whenever you have someone with a tinnitus, you can also support this person with the Taiwan chlorella. Of course, this will be support, but when we add the iron, when we when we have nutrient for the blood, when we also get the better restoring of the nerve tissues, then we are on the way to take out the tinnitus from the body. We have also in chlorella high proportion of beta carotene and DNA and RNA acid, so which is also very needed and it's unique. That's why we are having the chlorella, and contains also 20 another vitamins and minerals. For the most important minerals, I would say it's calcium, potassium, and magnesium. And for the chlorella, it's also good that you can use it for the long term. So whenever you need to support your blood and also your concentration, uh, so you can have the chlorella, and chlorella you can also have in this season. Yes. And we have also organic sea berry, which is also water element green food. And we connect it with the November, so you can eat it, drink it here now. It supports immunity because of this high vitamin C level inside. It also brings the energy to the body and works with the fatigue, with the exhaustion. Uh, Also protects the cardiovascular system and blood vessels and our heart. It works very well with the skin. Also supports the digestion and has anti-inflammation effect, and contains vitamin C, bivitamins, which is B1, B2, B3, B6, and B9. So this group of B vitamins are very important for our digestion, for the skin, for the energy. It also contains the bioflavonoids and also contains betaine and rutin. And as we know, rutin is very needed for the blood vessels, for their walls. So whenever you have someone who is easily to bleeding, like nose bleeding, then the organic sea berry is very, very nice product for such people. It also contains alkaloids and oils, tannins, which are very, very good substances, and serotonin. Serotonin is a very, very needed hormone for our good sleep. So that's why the organic sea berry is very, very good product, especially for the gloomy weather and uh, for autumn. And also contains the minerals, so iron, potassium, manganese, sulfur, boron, copper, nickel, and calcium. So this is the vitamin and mineral booster. So you can have it as like during the day, uh, or you can have it even in the morning if you feel. But uh, it's better to have it warm as a warm juice. You can warm it up, not boil it, but warm it, because sometimes our spleen can be so cold in the morning. So we should be very careful in autumn, so not to cool it down. But if you really feel that you need organic sea berry juice in the morning, then drink it warm. And the last from the green foods, we have Hawaii spirulina, which we also have as a water element green food, and we connect it with the December. And this spirulina is coming from the Hawaii, from the special farm, which is trying to be as much as possible natural and doesn't use any chemicals. So that's why this spirulina is so pure, as well as the others, of course. And the spirulina is very well when you need to optimize the movement of the food through the digestive tract. So it also works very well with the Regalen if you have digestion problems, because both of them are uh, making move. And also works with the feeling of belly full, which is also very good, because sometimes we don't feel that we are full. So spirulina is very good when you are on the diet. Also helps to control body weight. And if you want to grow your muscles and you are under the training and you want to support yourself to build your muscles, you can use spirulina and king kong together. Both of them are helping to build the muscles. And it's perfect nutrition for the high workload, uh, or if you are under the pressure, stress, and also if you need a sport performance. Also works with the blood sugar, and has contains so many minerals and vitamins. Also brings good brain activity and concentration. Whenever we have some nutrient, it also works with the brain. So sea berry, even the chlorella, whenever you have some nutrient like this, you will also support your brain. It reduces the toxins, accelerates wound healing. So if you have these wounds from the diabetes, you can use spirulina and immunosan as a support. And stimulates lymphatic system, and of course supports the immunity. What's very special, spirulina can also increases the production of the lactobacilli and improves the intestinal microflora. So that's why so many people, they have large intestine problems, and they need to support it. They are using spirulina. It's rich in nucleic acids again, and these acids are very important for the cell regeneration, and they are having this anti-aging effect, and also bringing the humidity to the organism. Contains also iron, which we again know that this is the nutrient for the blood cells and for the blood, and also has a good effect on the oxygen transport. So again, the brain is working very fast and we can concentrate, reduces the fatigue and the feeling of exhaustion. So spirulina in traditional Chinese medicine helps to the recovery and regeneration of the organism, and works on the pathways of the liver, pericardium, and three radiators, as well as the stomach and spleen.
Michelle,
No.
we have 1 minute left, so I would
Okay.
end this part here, and I
Yes,
would save Betafit for the next time if we
yes,
may.
yes, yes.
So
Okay.
I thank everyone for watching. I apologize for the technical difficulties, and we will be sending both parts of the recording to you.
Yes. Thank
So
you for your attention, and I'm looking forward for the next time.